Attention passionate Philadelphia, EAGLES FANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Philadelphia Eagles' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Philadelphia Eagles fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Philadelphia, EAGLES FANS. Let's get to the news. When you think about the NFC East, especially in recent seasons, the focus has been on the Eagles' resurgence, their quest for another Super Bowl appearance, and how they're building a roster capable of competing at the highest level. But now, a new twist has emerged that could shake up the entire division, and it involves a bold move that's been making waves across the NFL landscape. We're talking about the Philadelphia Eagles making a significant trade for a new star, a move that could elevate their offense to a whole new level. And this isn't just speculation. There's real substance behind these rumors, and it's got fans buzzing. Now, I want you to imagine a scenario where the Eagles add a dynamic weapon to their already potent offense, one that could challenge defenses in ways they've struggled with before. That player, as the latest reports suggest, might be someone who's been in the NFL for a few seasons, but has yet to fully reach his potential. Kyle Pitts. Yes, the same Kyle Pitts who's been linked to a possible trade from the Atlanta Falcons. For those who follow the NFL closely, Pitts is a fascinating case. At just 24 years old, he's entering his 5th season, but despite his talent and physical gifts, he's yet to show consistent dominance on the field. His rookie year saw him rack up over 1,000 receiving yards, a remarkable feat for a tight end. But since then, it's been a roller coaster. In the last few seasons, Pitts has battled injuries, inconsistent usage, and sometimes misaligned offensive schemes that haven't allowed him to fully showcase his athleticism. Last year, he finished with 607 receiving yards, definitely a dip from his rookie year, which was a red flag for many NFL analysts. Still, his raw talent remains undeniable. This combination of youth, size, and athletic ability makes him an intriguing target for teams looking to upgrade their offense. The question is, could the Eagles be the perfect fit for Pitts? And if they do pull off this move, what does it mean for their Super Bowl ambitions? Let's break down why the Eagles could be interested. First, the team has built a potent receiving core with A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith leading the charge. But adding Pitts could bring a new dimension to their offense. His size, standing 6'6", and his ability to make contested catches could make Jalen Hurts' job even easier. Think about the mismatches, defenses trying to cover A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith, and suddenly Pitts, with his athleticism and height, becomes a nightmare for linebackers and safeties. It's a combination that could elevate the Eagles' passing game to new heights, especially in critical third-down situations or red zone plays where Pitts' size could be a game changer. Now, the potential trade isn't just about adding a talented receiver. It's also about strategic team building. The Falcons are in a bit of a rebuild mode, and their offensive coordinator, Zach Robinson, has openly discussed Pitts' struggles with understanding the playbook. That's a red flag for a team that's trying to maximize its talent. Pitts, who had 26 yards in his rookie season, has since seen his production decline, with last season's 607 yards raising questions about his development. The Falcons, with a young quarterback in Michael Penix Jr., are looking to accelerate their rebuild, and moving Pitts could be part of that strategy. From the Eagles' perspective, acquiring Pitts would mean more than just adding a talented player. It could be a signal that they're serious about contending now, not just in the short term but for the next few seasons. Jalen Hurts, who has proven to be an elite dual-threat quarterback, would have another reliable target that defenses need to account for. The chemistry between Hurts and Pitts could develop quickly, especially with Hurts' ability to extend plays and deliver accurate throws. Imagine the possibilities: triple threats with Hurts, Brown, Smith, and Pitts all on the field at the same time. It's an offensive coordinator's dream. Of course, a trade like this wouldn't be simple. The Falcons would likely want multiple draft picks in exchange for Pitts, especially considering his age and potential. The Eagles, with their depth of draft capital, might be willing to part with some future selections to secure a player who could be a franchise cornerstone for years to come. It's a gamble, yes, but one that could pay off massively if Pitts reaches his full potential in the Eagles' system. Let's talk a little about the bigger picture. The Eagles have been building a roster that's both versatile and resilient. The addition of Pitts could serve as a catalyst for their offensive evolution. Remember, last season, Jalen Hurts showcased just how dynamic he can be, both as a passer and a runner. With Pitts stretching the field and providing a reliable target in tight coverage, defenses would have to think twice before stacking the box or doubling Brown or Smith. It's about creating mismatches, and Pitts' unique skill set gives the Eagles that edge. But it's not just about the offense. A trade for Pitts could have ripple effects across the division. The Cowboys and Giants are also making moves, but the Eagles seem poised to maintain or even elevate their status as NFC East champions. Adding Pitts would not only improve their chances of winning games, but also send a message to their rivals that they're serious contenders. It's about maximizing their window of opportunity, especially with a quarterback like Hurts who's entering what many believe could be his prime years. Now, in the NFL, nothing is guaranteed until it's official, but the buzz around this potential trade has created a lot of chatter among fans, analysts, and insiders. Some see Pitts as a perfect fit, an offensive weapon that complements everything the Eagles already have. Others wonder if the Falcons might prefer to keep him, especially if they believe he can still develop into the star they envisioned. But with the current state of their rebuild, trading Pitts might be the most strategic move for Atlanta, and for the Eagles, it could be the missing piece they need to push over the top. And speaking of the bigger picture, the Eagles are also looking ahead to the season with high expectations. Their roster is loaded, their coaching staff is seasoned, and the chemistry is building. The addition of a player like Pitts could be the final piece that puts them in the elite tier of NFL teams. Imagine a scenario where Hurts is able to distribute the ball to multiple playmakers, each capable of turning any play into a big gain. That's the kind of offense that defenses dread, and that's what could make the Eagles a nightmare for opponents all season long. In terms of statistics, the Eagles have been a team that's steadily improved on both sides of the ball. Their defense has been solid, but on offense, they've sometimes lacked that extra spark, someone who can consistently create big plays. Pitts, with his ability to stretch the field and make contested catches, could be exactly what they need to take their scoring to the next level. Last year, their offense averaged a respectable number of points, but with Pitts, that figure could rise significantly, especially in clutch moments. And let's not forget the importance of team chemistry and leadership. Jalen Hurts has shown maturity and growth, and adding a player like Pitts, who's still young and eager to prove himself, could foster a competitive environment that pushes everyone to perform at their best. The Eagles have a talented core, and now, with a strategic addition, they could be on the cusp of something truly special. So in summary, this potential trade isn't just about acquiring a talented player. It's about making a statement, about signaling to the entire NFL that the Eagles are not content with just competing, they want to dominate. They see the opportunity, and they're willing to make bold moves to cement their place among the league's elite. If this trade happens, it could be a defining moment for the franchise and a game-changer in the NFC East. And now, Philadelphia Eagles fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you think Pitts will be the missing piece that pushes the Eagles to another Super Bowl? Or do you believe the team should focus on other areas of improvement? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Philadelphia Eagles. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Philadelphia Eagles news. Thanks for watching, and as always, fly, Eagles, fly.